Hello my dear students, I welcome you all to the lecture. Today's lecture we are solving surface area volume exercise 13.1. We have solved question number 1 and I hope you all have revised with your formulas and all. Now going to solve question number 2. Carry your textbooks with you all students, my dear students, because I'm not sure whether this will be clearly visible for you all in the video. Here they are telling the length, breadth and height of a room are 5 meter, 4 meter and 3 meter respectively. Find the cost of whitewashing the walls of the room and the ceiling at the rate of 750 per meter square. So of course, because you are taking care of the room, you are dealing with the sides of the room, the side walls of the room, the side walls of the room, so what all things you will be taking care of? This room, this wall. You also will have to whitewash this wall, and you also will have to whitewash this wall which is there in front of you. 1, 2, 3, 4. And of course even the ceiling, that is the top. Okay, this is the top. So you will have to take care of the lateral surface area, which are also called as vertical surface area. So here for the cuboidal room, first you will take the care of cuboidal room dimensions. You should know what are the dimensions of them. They have given length is equal to 5 meter, breadth is equal to 4 meter, height is equal to 3 meter. These are the dimensions. And what you will have to do, first of all, these side walls means the lateral surface area. Lateral surface area of cuboid, we have taken the formula of that to be equal to, what is that? 2h in bracket length plus breadth. This you should know, my dear students. And if you have any confusion, see, basically this, if supposing this is your length, this is your breadth and this is your height. This is your length, height, breadth. So of course when you take care of this room, this face, this wall is the area of rectangle, length into height, then this also will be length into height. Then you have this breadth into height. So this also will be breadth into height, and again this also will be breadth into height. All the 4 walls, so this will be 2 length height, breadth height will be 2 LH plus 2 BH. Now here 2H will be common factor, L plus B. In this way you will have the formula for lateral surface area, vertical surface area, both are same. So this will be the condition. Lateral surface area of a cuboid is equal to this. Therefore, lateral surface area of cuboidal room. See, try to understand, my dear students. This is the formula that you are writing, just to bring the notice that what is the formula for lateral surface area. And then lateral surface of a cuboid, the formula is this. And because your room is cuboidal, this formula is applicable for you too. So lateral surface area of cuboidal room. Now if you will substitute the values, 2 into h is what? 3. Length plus breadth is equal to 5 plus 4. This will look like 6 into 5 plus 4, 9. That is equal to 54 square meter. This is the lateral surface area of a cuboidal room. And now when you talk about the ceiling, this is only one surface which is a rectangle. and for that it is length, breadth into length. Area of a rectangle is equal to length into breadth. This is again the formula you are going to use. Therefore, area of rectangular ceiling is still going to be length into breadth, which is equal to length into breadth. Length is 5, breadth is 4. Therefore, area of rectangular ceiling is equal to 5 4 the 20 square meter. Therefore, area of surface to be white washed will be equal to lateral surface area of cuboidal room plus area of ceiling. That will be equal to actually 1 plus 2, 54 plus 20, that will be equal to 74 square meter. Okay, my dear students, with this we have reached to one answer, that is 74 square meter. And here they are telling the cost of whitewashing the walls is 750 per meter square. Rate of washing is equal to rupees 750 per meter square. Therefore, cost of white washing the walls will be equal to, this is 74 into 750. So if I multiply this, what do I get? 750 into 74. 4 0 are 0, 4 5 are 20, 4 7 are 28, 29, 30. 7 0 7 5 are 35, 7 7 are 49, 50, 51, 52. This will give me 5 5 5 00. Here, because there are two decimal places, so here two decimal places will get out, and what I get is 555. That is equal to rupees 555. This is your answer. Okay, my dear students, so this is how you have to go stepwise. There is one more way, actually you can put them together and add them, but it's okay, you can take it in this fashion also. Okay, now we go to the third question. Question number 3. In question number 3, what they are telling us that the floor of a rectangular hall has a perimeter 250 meter. Again, I'll take if the cost of painting the 4 walls at the rate of 10 per meter square is 15,000. Find the height of the wall. Okay. See, here too the things will be same. See, this is the room, somehow it looks like that. Now what are they telling? The perimeter, the floor of a rectangular hall. So this is the rectangular hall. See, let us consider again. The floor is this. I hope you are able to make out. This is supposing your length, this is your breadth. Now because if this is the length, so this end also will be the length. If this is breadth, so this end also will be the breadth. and these all of course then this is length, so this also will be length, this also will be length. If this is breadth, then this also will be breadth. If this is breadth, then this also will be breadth. You have to make it out, and all these standing are basically your heights. These all are your heights. So now what is the condition? They have told that the floor of a rectangular hall is 250 meters. So this is the floor. So here perimeter 250 meters. So perimeter of floor of a rectangular hall is equal to 250 meters. This is given. Okay. But now because it is a rectangle, we know that perimeter of rectangle, the formula for perimeter of rectangle is what? 2 in bracket length plus breadth. This is the formula. Always have the habit of writing the formula and try to bracket it also, because that is how the teacher should come to know that this formula you are going to use. Therefore, perimeter of floor of rectangular hall is equal to 2 into length plus breadth. This is 1, this is 2. Therefore, from 1 and 2 we get that this 2 into length plus breadth is equal to 250. Therefore, length plus breadth will be equal to 250 upon 2. 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4, 2 fives are 10. Length plus breadth is equal to 125 meters. This is what you have got. See, remember, you don't have length alone, you don't have breadth alone, but you have length plus breadth. Now what are they telling? If the cost of painting the 4 walls at the rate rupees 10 per meter square is 15,000. This is the cost of painting the walls. But if you have the cost of painting the walls, but first of all, what is the area of walls? Means lateral surface area. Now we know lateral surface area of cuboid, because this also is a cuboid. We have done that 2h in bracket length plus breadth. This is the formula for lateral surface area of cuboid. Therefore, lateral surface area of cuboidal room, this is cuboidal room, will be 2h length plus breadth. Okay, but then again we don't know anything about this. This will be lateral surface area of (2h) into, now again length plus breadth, we know the value of length plus breadth is equal to 125. So again we are come to the same point. Lateral surface area of cuboidal room is equal to 2 into 125 will give you 250 h square meter. This is very important. Now see, this is the one way you have got lateral surface area of cuboidal room is equal to 50 h. But they have also given us the cost of painting of the 4 walls. Now rate of painting is what? Rupees 10 per meter square. This is the rate of painting. Therefore, cost of painting the walls, cost of painting the walls will be equal to 10 into lateral surface area of cuboidal room. This will be the formula. Cost of painting is equal to rate into the area that is supposed to be painted. Rate is 10 and lateral surface area of cuboidal room we are not, but yes, cost of painting we know, but cost of painting the walls rupees 15,000. This is given. Therefore, now we will apply this over here. See what we have got. Cost of painting is equal to 10 into lateral surface area, and cost of painting is 15,000. So it will be 15,000 is equal to 10 into lateral surface area. 15,000 is equal to 10 into lateral surface area of cuboidal room. And but lateral surface area also we know. What is the lateral surface area of cuboidal room? No, not this. Lateral surface, this 250h from 4, 250h. 15,000 is equal to 10 into 250h from 4. Try to understand, everything is moving here and there. Actually we know cost of painting is equal to 10 means matlab rate of painting into the area that you are going to paint. What is the area that you are going to paint? Actually it is the lateral surface area because they are the walls of the room. 10 into lateral surface area. But we know cost of painting in this question, the cost of painting is given to us, and that is 15,000 rupees. So we will get 15,000 is equal to 10 into lateral surface area. And then again we have found lateral surface area of cuboidal room is equal to 250h. Okay, so we have reached over here, and this we will solve. 10 into 250h will go and divide on the other side. 10 into 250 is equal to h. These both will go and divide on the other side. 0, 0 is got cut. 0, 0 is got cut. 5, 5s are 25. 5, 3s are 59. Then again 0, 5, 6 are 30. Height of the room is 6 meters. Therefore, height of room is equal to 6 meter. This is the answer. Okay, so in this way we have completed the third question, and now we move to the question number 4. The paint in a certain container is sufficient to paint an area equal to 9.375 meters square. Okay, how many bricks of dimension 22.5 centimeter plus 10 centimeter plus 7 centimeter can be painted out of this container? See, try to understand the question again. See, there is a container given in front of you. There is one container. Container means one box, one tin, one box of container is there. There is some paint in this. Okay, there is some paint in this. This paint, whatever is the amount of paint in this can paint in total 9.375 meter square. Are you getting? If you go on painting the area, it will paint the area which is 9.375 meter square. This is the amount of area it will paint totally. See, this is the amount of total area it will paint. There is one brick. One brick is there. Fine. There is one brick. The brick is such that dimensions 22.5 centimeter, breadth is 10 centimeter, and height is 7.5 centimeter. So, how many bricks of this dimension can be painted out of this container? So we know that this container can paint 9.375 meter square. Fine. And what is the area of this brick we should see? Total surface area of this brick. If I am going to paint this brick, I have to find the total surface area of this brick. If I find the total surface area of the brick, I will come to know the area of one brick. Then I will have to divide that total 9.375. Basically, the formula will be what? If total area to be painted by tin container is whatever it is, 9.375 meter square. Remember, this is meter, this is centimeter. Actually, in this number of bricks that can be painted is equal to total area divided by area of one brick, total surface area. This is the formula that we have to understand. Number of bricks that is total area, how much total area can be painted is this, divided by total surface area of one brick. You will come to know how many bricks can be painted. So going to solve this question, first of all, total area that can be painted by the paint in container is equal to 9.375, that is right now 9.375 meter square. Fine. Now this is the total area I have got, and now I require total surface area of the brick. First of all, brick dimensions, and this is what, a cuboidal brick. Length is equal to, now this is very important, 22.5 centimeter, that will be equal to 2.5 divided by 100, it will become meter, because this is in meter square. This I will continue, this will become 0.225 meters. Remember, I will have to convert them into meters. Breadth is equal to 10 centimeter, that will be again 10 divided by 100, then it will become meter. 0 is gone, it will become 0.1 meter. To remove this decimal, this 0 is there, so 2 zeros, so it will shift by 2 places, that's why it's in 0.225. 1 0 is gone, 1 0, here the decimal places, now it will shift by 1 place, 0.1 meter. Height is equal to 7.5 centimeter, so that will be equal to 7.5 upon 100 meter. Again the decimal will shift its place by 2 places, it is over here, it will come over here 1 and then again over here, and it will become 2 decimal places meters, 0.075 meter. Now total surface area of cuboid. What is the total surface area of cuboid? 2 length into breadth plus breadth into height plus length into height. This is the formula for total surface area of cuboid. My ink is over. This is the formula for total surface area of cuboid. Now if I go to substitute this, therefore total surface area of cuboidal brick will be also equal to 2 into length into breadth plus breadth into height plus length into height. I suppose this also is going to get over. So therefore I will get total surface area of cuboidal brick will be equal to 2 in bracket length into breadth. Length is 0. I think I should go down. Length into breadth 0.225 into breadth. Breadth is 0.1 plus breadth into height means 0.1 into height is 0.075 plus length into height, it is 0.225 into 0.075. This is going to be the total surface area of the cuboidal brick. This is 2. If I multiply this, see, when multiplying you have to only consider 225 into 1. Don't consider the decimal places, only the numbers. 225 into 1, that a 225 into 1 is going to be 225. Then you consider the decimals, 3 decimal place over here, 1 decimal place over here, total 4 decimal places, 1 2 3, and then this will be 4. Okay, 1 2 3 4 decimal places, 0.0225 plus again you will multiply what, 0.1 into 0.075. So when you multiply this, this will be again 75. 1 into 75 only you have to consider. Okay. 1 into 75 is 75. 1 into 75. But now 1 decimal place, 3 decimal places, total 4 decimal places. So here I'll purposely write first 1, 2, 3, 4. This will be your answer. 0.0075 plus. Again here I'll take only 225 into 75. So if I multiply this, I will get what? Where do I multiply? 225 into 75. 5 5s are 25, 5 2s are 10, 11, 12, 5 2s are 10, 11. 7 5s are 35, 7 2s are 14, 15, 16, 17, 7 2s are 14, 15. What do I get? 5, 7, 8, 6, 1. 16875 is the answer that I get. Here there are 3 decimal places, here there are 3 decimal places, total 6 decimal places. I'll purposely increase my zeros first. 6 decimal places, here it is there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here your decimal place will be. Your answer will be 0.016875. 0.16875. This is your answer. And then you will have to do what? Add all this. While adding, you have to be extra careful. Your decimal places should come under the decimal places. 0. First one is 0.225. This will be 0. Decimal place should come under the decimal place. 0075. Then 0.16875. So here I can take zeros. What I get is 5, 7. 10 plus 8, 18. 8, 9, 10 plus 6, 16. 3, 4. This is the answer. Total 0.046875 into 0.046875. If I multiply this, of course I'll multiply again. What I'll do? 46875. These numbers I'll take multiplied by 2. 2 5s are 10, 2 7s are 14, 15, 2 8s are 16, 17, 2 6s are 12, 13, 2 4s are 8, 9. And now decimal places 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So here also I'll get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is my decimal place. 0.093093 0.09375. 0 at the last is got after the decimal place. When last is 0, then it doesn't have any value. 0.09375 square meter. This is the total surface area of the cuboid. And then I have explained you now number of bricks that can be painted is equal to number of bricks that can be painted. This is equal to total area to be painted divided by area, total surface area of a brick. Therefore, N is equal to total area that can be painted is equal to 9.375 divided by this 0.09375. Now what you should do is that you will remove decimal place from both the side. 9375 and down also it is 9375. But to remove this is where in the numerator. In numerator, how many decimal places are there? 3 decimal places. So I will put 3 zeros in the denominator. To removing decimal places from numerator, that many zeros I will put in the denominator. Here there are how many decimal places? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 decimal places. That many zeros I will put in the numerator. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So decimals are gone. Now 9375 also is gone. So now 3 zeros from here and then 3 zeros from here are gone. Therefore, number of bricks that can be painted is equal to 100. Therefore, number of bricks that can be painted is equal to 100. This is how you have to do. Okay, my dear students. So now proceeding further, we have done with question number 4. Okay, now we go to question number 5. For question number 5, a cuboidal box has each edge 10 centimeter and another cuboidal box, cubical box. The first one is a cubical box. It has each edge 10 centimeter. Another cuboidal box is 12.5 centimeter long, 10 centimeter wide and 8 centimeter high. Which box has the greater lateral surface area and by how much? Very simple, my dear students. Actually what happens, there is one cube which is given to you. There is one cube. That is being given to you. Something of this sort. This cube, it has got all surfaces, each surface, because it is a cube, so definitely it has got all the surfaces each same. And another cuboidal box is given to you. The cuboidal box has length equal to 12.5 centimeter, breadth equal to 10 centimeter and height equal to 8 centimeter. You just have to be careful about the units. Which box has a greater lateral surface area? Now we will have to find the lateral surface area of the cube and also the lateral surface area of the cuboid. Now lateral surface area of a cube will be equal to what? See, only lateral surface, here one surface area is L square. L square, like this there are 4 surface areas, lateral surface areas, vertical surface area are 4. So for the cube, L is equal to 10 centimeter. Lateral surface area of cube is equal to 4L square. These formulas you have to be very strong, my dear students. This is the formula for lateral surface area of a cube. Therefore, lateral surface area of cubical box will be equal to 4 into L square means 10 square. That will be 4 into 100. That will be 400 centimeter square. Therefore, lateral surface area of cubical box is equal to 400 centimeter square. Now we get to go to find the cuboid. For cuboid, we know length is equal to 12.5 centimeter, breadth is equal to 10 centimeter and height is equal to 8 centimeter. Now lateral surface area of cuboid, what is the formula for that? 2h in bracket length plus breadth. Therefore lateral surface area of cuboidal height is what? 8. Length plus breadth will be 12.5 plus 10. That will be 16 into 12.5 plus 10 will give you 22.5. So now if I have to multiply 225 into 16 I will do, right? While multiplying, don't consider the decimal, just ignore the decimal. 6 5s are 30, 6 2s are 12, 13, 14, 15, 6 2s are 12, 13, 1, 3, 5, 0. Then this is 2, 2, 5. So you get 0, 0, 5, 6, 3, 6, 0, 0. And now your one decimal place will give, be like this. That is equal to 360 centimeter square. This is your lateral surface area of cuboidal box is equal to 360 centimeter square. This is your, so from 2 you can make out lateral surface area of cubical box is greater than lateral surface area of cuboidal box. So from 1 and 2 you understand that from 1 and 2 we get lateral surface area of cubical box is greater than lateral surface area of cuboidal box, and lateral surface area of cubical box minus lateral surface area of cuboidal box. What is the lateral surface cubical box? 400 minus 360. 400 minus 360. This will be equal to 40 centimeter square. Therefore, lateral surface area of cubical box is greater by 40 centimeter square. Okay, my dear students, with this we have only one part is over. Now one question. Second question is that which box has a smaller total surface area and by how much? So basically it is same. Now we will try to find the total surface area. For second one we have to calculate the total surface area of both the things. Total surface area of cube is 6L square. Total surface area of cube is 6L square. Therefore total surface area of cubical box will be 6 into, what is the L of that? 10 square. That is 6 into 100. So you get total surface area of cubical box is equal to 600 centimeter square. Again, this is your 1. Similarly, we will find the total surface area of cuboid. Also, always first we have to write the formula. 2 length into breadth plus breadth into height plus length into height. This is the formula of the cuboid. Total surface area of a cuboid. Therefore, total surface area of cuboidal box is equal to 2 into. Now length into breadth. Again you have to write box. Length into breadth 12.5 into 10 plus breadth into height 10 into 8 plus length into height will be 12.5 into 8. This is that. So total surface area of cuboidal 2 into 12.5 into 10 will be, see, 120, 12.5 into 10 means again what you will do, 12.5 into 10, 125 into 10 will be 1250. Then you will take one decimal place, this will go, that will be 125 plus 10 into 8, 80 plus again 12.5 into 8 means 125 into 8. 8 5s are 40, 8 2s are 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 8 1s are 8, 9, 10. This is your value. One decimal place, this will go, that will be 100. So this will become 2 into, you will have to add all this, 125 plus 80 plus 100, 5, 305 should be the answer of this. And you multiply this, it will become 610 centimeter square. This is total surface area of cuboidal box. So you can make out now which one is, then now here what they are telling, which one is smaller from 1 and 2, we get total surface area of cuboidal box is small. How come this becomes? This is ulta, na? Here cubical box was greater. Okay, fine. It is very, this is cubical box is smaller. Total surface area of cubical box is smaller than total surface area of cuboidal box. Okay, total surface area of cubical box is smaller than the total surface area of cuboidal box, and by how much? By 610 minus 600 is equal to 10 centimeter square. Therefore, total surface area of cubical box is smaller than total surface area of cuboidal by 10 centimeter square. So in this way we have finished fifth question, which was quite long. Now we proceed to the sixth question. Do we have to, or we stop? This is risky. A small indoor greenhouse is made entirely. No, I think we should stop over here, my dear students. Otherwise it will be lengthy. I'll stop over here. 6, 7, 8 I'll do in the next lecture, and maybe then I'll do whatever next. But this will have to stop because then some technical problems. Okay, my dear students. So stay home, stay safe, and most importantly, stay happy, my dear students. See you all soon. Love you all. Take care. Bye.